to make the engage when they set up a siege like that.
Yep. I would very much likely prefer the TP on the Cassidy because in the early game he's going to be heavily pressured by the Nivea and the Rek'Sai, so I'm pretty scared.
You maybe need to spend Ball's teleport or his ultimate just to be able to bring 2 or 3 people to the fight. Speaking of Balls, though, he could be in some trouble as Forgiven jumps forward. He is so aggressive, but he's got Jankos in his back pocket as the knockup and the pillar comes in. Balls is going to be first-blooded, and it goes over to Forgiven.
And the roam from Vander confirmed the kill. Of course, you saw that Jankos was holding on to the flash. He could have a high-pressure laner. It was more about taking that turret early, and that allowing waves to bounce. Oh, it's Jensen.
Oh, he's caught right between the cone and the wall, and he's taken a lot of damage, but Forgiven is the one who's actually caught up and ignited. He's going to get almost blown up to pieces. The ignite is still ticking, and Jensen picks him off. Rush now is targeted out, but he's just got so much health as the Mundo, and the Shen's going to come in on Jensen. Another teleport. Odoamne looking to continue the fight as Jankos dodge left to go avoid the cleaver. Exhaust is on. Another pillar, but now it's going to be Vander bailing out. He's got not enough health, and a massive ultimate out of Sneaky will mean they're forced away, but it's only going to be Forgiven going down, or is it? Yep, Odoamne's out. Okay, Vander providing a little bit of support here as we go right back into this one. Juked for just a second on the camera. Odoamne is going to go in and go out for the 2v3 defense of the tower. So far, not too bad. Sneaky takes a little bit of damage from the Fiora. And in comes Jankos. That will signal the end of this push for now. Or is it because Vander steps forward? Fiora goes in, looks for the big knockup with the Rek'Sai, and Jankos is making this one happen. A double kill goes to Odoamne. He's in a bit of trouble now, but they still manage to land the knockup. They're just bobbing and weaving left and right. Lucian will finally shut the Fiora down, and it's still a 3v2, or a 3v3, I should say, in the bottom lane. Only one kill taken.
Cloud9 to have any sort of wave clear is so much harder. It's such hard execution for Jensen, and he hasn't got any kills with that ignite.
No, he hasn't indeed, and now Odoamne is looking to chase him down as his Rift Walk was still waiting to come back up. They take it out. C9 will secure themselves a dragon on the backside of that as well, so they do trade something for the life of Jensen, but Rush might be the next to go. Jukes and flashes away, but H2k are on the chase. Odoamne and Vander continue it up, but they'll be content with a pair of flashes, and now they look to secure some more things in the jungle.
And pushing against Shen, and pushing across the map, and these melee champions doing their best just to stay relevant as here comes High.
Oh, and Forgiven just going to flash on forward. There's an instant exhaust. High will go ahead and get the headbutt and the pulverize on, and Forgiven might be down as he's taunted up. He's going to have to keep on running, burned all his aggressive stuff, and that is Sneaky picking up the kill on him, but a good collapse from Cloud9. Very, very aggressive move.
Will struggle to get into range because, again, he has to deal with all that terrain being put up by both Anivia and Trundle.
Yeah, Odoamne is going to find Jensen, and he pops his ultimate. Not enough vitals just hit there. Odoamne's into 3, though. There's the collapse from Cloud9 they're looking for. If they can get the shutdown gold onto Odoamne, there he goes. No shutdown, actually, but a nice big Abyssal.
The things like Rod of Age are still being super effective. Again, they need to buy time, and they might continue to do so here.
Yep, he just goes in deep again, looks for Balls, tries the parry, doesn't get it with the help of Rush. Balls will be able to take him out.
Posturing towards Baron.
Yeah, Rush is going to get caught between Ryu and Jankos for the minute, but he's still Mundo, and he's completely okay with it. Actually starting to chase them down as Balls comes in. There's a culling around the side, but it's only going to half land. And High goes in with a flash and the knockup, looking for Jankos. Ryu is gonna go down here. Sneaky will be able to pick him off on the backside. Gets Jankos as well. Double kill. Staying alive. Completely happy with this one. Vander's forced to run away. And it's Sneaky just kiting backwards from Odoamne. Balls could be in trouble. But it's 4-on-1. A triple kill to the Lucian. They can take the tower, but they want Baron.
And High made a massive play there. Remember, we talked about how many tanks is
starting to go in their favor, and they're going to start it up. Fiora's on the bottom side. No teleport for Odoamne. The rest of H2k will be here, but it's at worst a 4v5. However, they're caught in the Baron pit, and High is just out of it. Jensen goes forward, looks for Ryu. They're going to flash in. Sneaky will throw down the culling, but he barely manages to clip Ryu on the end, and Jensen will finish him off. Jankos now caught between everybody as Balls is forcing off Vander and Forgiven. Jankos will go down. Sneaky with another massive kill. They're all low on Cloud9, though, and they have to be careful fighting into Forgiven.
We just mentioned that if Odoamne ever used his teleports,
and they've got a wave of minions at their back, they can secure this up.
Just rushing down the Baron, but Odoamne's looking in.
Looks for High. He will be able to take him out. Rush now throws down his own ultimate, but he's going to get caught extremely low. In comes Forgiven. This actually could be a bad wipe, but Cloud9 is turning it around. They managed to take out Forgiven and Vander. A double kill over to Rush, and now the inhibitor is going to be all theirs.
Sneaky largely free autoing, now 7-0-3. He is the carry his team's looking for, and he doesn't have to deal with the tank wall that Cloud9 have put together. Not good at defending a push, not really good at taking turrets either. They brute forced one down. in the top lane. But other than that, hey, Ryu might be caught.
Yeah, and Jensen just goes on in. They get the Ignivia, and they scramble it for breakfast. Jensen with another pickup, 3-2-8 on the Kassadin. Cloud9 can now try to force this Baron dance. They know exactly where Odoamne is, and with this teleport up, they can force this fight, instantly starting the Baron.
Why is Ryu face checking? That's the question you have to ask there. On the Ignivia, very slow champion. So many pick tools for the Kassadin. Baron started in high. He's just on a zoning mission.
Baiting himself into this team. You might kill me, but we will get the Baron. They can't even chunk half his health, and now Balls has got the taunt onto Jankos. He's trying to get away, but there's a Kassadin at his back, and there will be no escape. Gets the knockup, so does Jankos, but it doesn't matter. Sneaky comes in to try and finish him off. It goes to Jensen, and that is Cloud9 taking everything away from H2k. We're also starting to see the power of Mundo coming in here, because no matter what, Rush can pretty much just sit there and be right in front of everybody as Ryu was tanking way too much damage. It's high that went down, but Odo's gonna follow. That's a double kill over to Jensen, and all of a sudden, Cloud9 have a 4v3 advantage as they look to push down the tower. Rush just tanks up the turret for days. Mundo truly does go where he pleases, and especially with the Baron buff on, Cloud9 will secure themselves a second inhibitor. They can start pushing for Nexus. Jensen goes in, and he gets himself a Zhonya's. Jankos is caught in, Vander as well. Jensen's out. They can stay safe through the rest of this, and could this be the push for win? 30 minutes into this game, Papa Smithy. Cloud9 are not looking healthy, but they do look better than H2k here.
Yeah, you can see it's going to be the finish of the game. The Baron buff minions will cement it. Cloud9, they got multiple reprieves, and this team with a month of scrims in their belt, apparently you can't give them 3 reprieves, because once they started winning, the game looked only one way. Only looked like it was going to go to Cloud9.
And it did indeed. 1-0 on the board. Cloud9 proves that preparation truly trumps talent in this first one, but H2k
favors your play style. And in this case, we have a 5v5 composition from C9, and H2k have this composition where they want to split up the enemies, of course.
And as this game, just keeps up the lane phase, yeah, it really has been the eyes on Rush keeping Jankos in check, and they will find each other yet again. This time the spear doesn't connect, but meanwhile Jankos will be able to trade back forward, but Jensen goes in there, and that's going to be first blood to Ryu as he dashes in, but he gets mimicked for just a second, and in comes Jankos again, forcing the flash into Jensen, who just keeps dashing, but he's got nothing left in the tank. That will be another pickup for Jankos. 2-0 on the board for H2k.
That's the reality when you play as aggressively on the razors. Now Odoamne completely wastes his time, gives Balls time to pick up free farm. Communication, once again, a problem for H2k.
They will secure the first tower and instantly look for Jensen. That's going to be the petrifying gaze, but Rush jumps on top of him. Jensen, meanwhile, is low. Jankos was still able to hang around for just a second, but Ryu by himself cannot follow this up, and he backs away. A kill picked up by Cloud9.
Pyra, that was an insane petrifying gaze behind him to...
But I'll talk about him in a minute, because he's caught in a knockup, and there's a teleport coming in to try and defend, but Hai is there, and they've got a big bomb on him, but Odoamne is taking his time as Balls has now arrived on the scene. Instantly Forgiven will bail out. Odoamne and Vander soon to follow. Jankos is coming in. They looks like they want to have a party in the bot lane, but the taunt will not land. Jankos is not giving up. Gets the kick in, looking for Sneaky, flashes away. The pillar won't be enough, but in comes Ryu. Still can't find Sneaky. Exhaust is on Rush. Ryu goes down. Sneaky picks the kill, and Jankos is knocked and battered and bruised and taken out. Forgiven doesn't have any more escapes, and neither does Jankos. Down he goes, a double kill for Rush. Can he get the triple? It's Balls that secures it in the end.
A 4-for-0 and a 4v5 Pyra. Massive outplays from Cloud9. Crazy skirmishing. They draft this more balanced.
Who's now getting his counter jungle on. This tower should fall. Ryu can try to keep Jensen away. Oh, he might zero him out here, but there it goes. Jensen taken away. Ryu, Ignite is ticking on him, but Jankos is there to give him a little bit of a shield. Nonetheless, Cloud9 unperturbed continue to push
those trades, but with double Rod of Ages, the usually squishy Nidalee and Cassio, going to be slightly more tanky as H2k looking for a turret dive.
Yep, Sneaky might be caught. Jankos goes in, flashes, gets the kickoff, but now he's caught under tower. That means the Stand United will come in. Sneaky will evaporate Jankos before it can come out. Shutdown gold given to Vander, however, as he picks off Sneaky on the backside. And now Balls is incoming, looking for the chase down. That'll be the pillar to slow him down for just a minute. You can even see around the side, Rush is looking for a collapse. Ryu's there for the defense as well, but H2k know that they need to back out. They know that they've got the speed, and they will be able to disengage. A 1-for-1 trade overall. I built them on Singed, actually.
But they're just so damn cheap now. That's the thing.
Yeah,
the efficiency of them has gone up. They're super cost effective.
Balls flashed. I don't think he needed to, but he's still going to get dove under the tower. Jankos will kick him back. Now he might have needed to. And with 3 members on him, as tough as a rock as he is, Forgiven will still manage to shred him to pieces. This is going to be an H2k tower.
And then Cloud9 took it. But this has been the Cloud9 we hope to see. Decisive. And speaking of decisive, this Baron's being rushed down.
Absolutely. They got it down to half right now, but Jankos is here. High will get the headbutt off on him, kicks him back into the Baron pit. Odo's here. It's going to be secured by Odo Wamne, and now H2k's got the Baron, but they've lost one. They're going to lose two. No, he's taunting away. No, Sneaky will fire him down. Balls is in the front, but 3 members of H2k have the Baron, and what the hell was that steal?
Rush took his eyes off the prize, didn't even use a charge of smites for H2k earlier in the game, maybe 15 minutes ago, but credit to them, they've kept their eyes on the prize, they've managed to stay in. Okay, once again, a small mechanical mistake made a big effect as Rush
goes in, but Ryu's gonna follow forward on the tip of the chain. He shuts him down. High's got a traffic cone in his face, but he will be able to rejoin his teammates. H2k, however, are on the offensive. Forgiven, leading a bunch of minions all towards the tower. The Spooky Ghost connect. High and Balls just keep on tanking the shots, and Jensen and Sneaky are in the back line. I think H2k know they can't follow this any farther forward, but they don't need to. They've got a Shen pushing in the top lane.
It's the Ryu show you're seeing right here. He's the one getting the picks. He's the one trading on the power advantage he had. And keep going.
They're looking for Jensen. He's got a little shield on him, but that's a big shutdown for Sneaky. Balls comes in, unstoppable force, double kill over to the Lucian, and he's slowed down for just a minute, but H2k have lost 2, and they keep on retreating. Balls throws it out, looks for Vander. Forgiven has to burn the flash, down to so low health. The poison takes him down, and that's C9 continuing to chase through. It's a 3-for-1 with Rush the only one lost on Cloud9's side.
Crazy that Cloud9
Inhibitor should go down here, but Vander and Odo Wamne are going to try to slow it down. However, there's the knock-up, the knock-back, the taunt, but Odo is oh so low, has to flash away just to stay alive. The minions will finish the turret off, but now Balls might be in a little bit of trouble. Jankos comes around the side, gets the kick, knocks Sneaky up with him, but that just means they can retreat together. And with Ryu on the chase, maybe he can make something happen. Sends the Spooky Ghost, shut down onto Sneaky. Rush manages to get his Zanya's pop, but he's going down after this. Doesn't take Odo Wamne with him. Another flash burn, and now it's all on High to try and make his great escape. Another 2 kills, this time secured by H2k.
Hunting season in the early game was all about the Nidalee. Now it's all about Ryu. High doesn't have he does actually have hold of over. Does he have the mana to do it? Can't really tell. Just trying to buy time.
With the minions there, it's just easy peasy. Ryu picks up another. Before all that action happened, I really wanted to talk about it. They know this, though, and they can keep playing around, trying to get Cloud9 to run across the map and pull catches like this. Look at Balls. Way too low, no mana, the taunt's on. They've got this CC, and they can just very slowly batter him down.
Yeah, we talked about catches. This is the reality of Vander. He's playing.
H2k are razzle-dazzling this team right now, and Cloud9 are on the back foot. An inhibitor will go down, but Jensen trying to make the hero play. Exhaust on a Forgiven. There's the Stand United 3-man knock-up and knock back as Jankos is forced into Jensen. That's going to be a pickup for Sneaky onto Jankos, but High is going to follow as well as Jensen. 2 members of Cloud9 down. H2k trying to retreat, trying to back away, but Rush is so low here. Sneaky will finally pick up Odo Wamne, but they're still healthy enough to keep this push on, and they might just secure this inhibitor yet.
Yeah, 2 for 2, but crucially, Forgiven is full health. That means that the structures will continue to rain down. It was a lovely taunt flash to start the fight.
Now you see C9 trying to force this Baron, but it's completely spotted by H2k. They're all in the area. It is going down fast, however, and they need to make a play. In comes Jankos, kicks Balls into the Baron tentacle. Now they look for Sneaky. Baron be damned. They can try and get a pick off here. Jankos goes in, looks for Rush, takes down the kitty cat. Jankos will fall, but so will Sneaky, and now it's going to be Cloud9 melting away as Forgiven and crew just keep on chunking them down. Balls will evaporate. All but High are down here, and he is just a massive side of beef. They don't even need him. They can rush for the mid.
Yeah, with these long death timers at 37 minutes, the death time is still massively long. We're going to watch the support tank fight between Trundle and Alistair.
Just got to stop the port.
Yeah, just stopping the port, exactly. Not that Alistair could do too much in a 1v4 situation. H2k, you have to say, we went back to game 1, H2k had the game, and then a couple of needless deaths and split pushes. That's what opened up Cloud9 getting back to this game. Remember, this game turned on a smite war that was won by, of all people, Shen, and it's going to be 1-1, amazingly, in this series.
One of the longest games we've seen so far, 38 minutes on the dot, and H2k will seal the deal, 1-1 to tie this one up.
Just a crazy game. The fact that Rush had smite.
Because this is the one game I feel like their win condition is way more clearer than H2k. I feel like they have this very strong team fight composition, but how are they eventually going to finish a game against a competition?
Forgiven, who was struggling in the 2v2, we're going to watch a replay. We're going to get the actual full video between these two. This was Jankos going in aggressively, missing the first Q.
Just has so much more damage here. Even with the Gromp buff, instant kick, manages to nearly clip than Italy.
And
with the Sonic Wave.
we're always fast and ready to praise Russia's mechanics. Jankos is on point.
Yeah, I mean, this is why it's such a comfortable champion for him. And solid Lee Sin players will always find a place in the meta, no matter what it is. And Vander is one of the best, if not the best jungler in Europe.
Lee Sin's a champion that survives all metas. Now even against Kindred has options. Sneaky's caught.
Yep, it is just caught between a Cone and an Odoamne. Not to mention Vander for good measure, but in comes Balls to try and save the day. Taunt is on, Rush is coming around. There's the bullet time. Vander has nearly no health, and he's taken out by a Vorpal Blade from Balls. Odoamne caught now with the rest of Cloud9. A very quick collapse, and H2k don't know what hit him.
But why are H2k making these aggressive moves with no AD carry in the bot lane? They just needed his flash up. I believe it just had come back up. We were reflecting on the fact that it was down just a few minutes ago. There's a Shen ultimate.
Yep, Rush is looking to come in. Nice Electro Harpoon to slow him down. Balls will still manage to land the taunt. And now, in 2v1 mode, Odoamne is overheating and out of time. Throws down the equalizer. The minions will slow up Rush for only a second. Pounces on him and grabs himself his second kill of the game. Side H2k have brought a few more friends to the party in the mid. Ignoring Jensen for a moment, Jankos actually gets pushed out for just a second, and the spear nearly connects on him. He's got to be careful. He could get taken down quick. The Janna shield almost saves the day, but it's going to be Forgiven getting taunted up by Balls. Vander now is the target that they look for. Jankos kicks in Rush, but he doesn't connect the Sonic Wave. Instantly, they turn back on him. Balls is still causing havoc in the backline, but Odoamne is here to the rescue, and he's burning away the members of Cloud9. Vander stays alive. Rush has got to back out, but Forgiven's right on his tail.
You can see the bullet times channel. That's finally going to be Rush falling down. It's a 2-for-1 trade, a minimal trade. H2k went for the engage, but there was so many minis. The Whimsy's the big change. Yeah. The fact that you're going to have positioning at every opportunity is, here we go.
Rush jumps in, and he's going to get some help from Balls in just a minute. There comes Jankos, kicks Balls back away. They land an equalizer, and Jankos will pick up a kill on Rush. Balls still burning away as Odoamne turns to try and head off the rest of Cloud9. Balls will fall, but not before Sneaky bullet times his way to half-health Vander. Odoamne, exhausted, has to turn away. High is going to disengage with a Monsoon. Odo flashes the wall, but the rest of Cloud9 have already gotten the hell out of dodge.
And it'll be a super predictable collapse. Look at the defensive wards. It's littered with wards, and that's why they're trying to counter-push their own, but Jankos
doesn't quite get the insect the direction he wanted it, but Sneaky now is going to be burning down, even with the help of the Monsoon. Jankos occupying Jensen and Rush. He manages to egg the Nivea, and now Rush trying to throw the spears out. There's the Wild Growth on, but it won't even matter.
And Stein's going in.
Yeah, Forgiven should be able to polish off High. Almost gets Rush, but the flash is there. He has the reset, however. Manages to get a bit more damage, and he's on the chase. The rest of H2k at his back. Rush should be able to escape, but it may be a wild ride throughout his own jungle.
Look, it's a return to what H2k tried to do in game one, but with such superior defensive warding. H2k in a great spot.
Flashing in, manages to take him out. Ryu will get the kill there, and instantly the Baron is started. Nothing Cloud9 can do. They're all dead. Slow methodical push in here for H2k. Balls can't get in there to defend, and Ryu will polish off the turret. Balls could be in trouble. Another one falls in the middle as the Tristana has rejoined. There's two open inhibs, and Sneaky is nearly taken out. Equalizer thrown down. Jankos kicks High back in. Forgiven's knocked away, but he's got a Wild Growth on him. High will melt, and so will Jensen. Now it's going to be big trouble for Cloud9. They've lost two members, and an inhibitor's going down with the Baron buff pushing in. This could be the end of the game here, Papa Smithy.
The full court press from H2k with this Lulu has been exactly what I expect from this champion, patch 523. Going to see a bit more fighting, but with the next exposed, H2k pull out the upset. 2 days into this lineup, they have upset Cloud9.
Big win for them on the board. Questions abounded after that first game, but all smiles now for the H2k lineup. A brand new squad of guys, and this truly looks like the European super team.